one does not simply ask what my favorite Mantic game is. That's like trying to pick my favorite child, which is to say, of course there's an obvious favorite. I'm just kidding, I don't have any kids. Anyways, while I've played just about all of them, shout out to Armada, Star Saga, Dreadball, Vanguard, Old School Warpath, I can confidently narrow it down to my 3 favorites. All 3 of the games battling for the top position of my favorite scratch a different itch for me. Honestly, if you ask me a week from now, it could probably shift, but I'll have to pick just one.
And so, without further gilding the lily, and with no more ado,
I'll break it down. First up, Deadzone. The reason I love Deadzone is so simple. It's always fun, and it always has awesome moments that are just super cinematic. The exploding 8s and the 3D terrain always creates a fantastic story within the buttery smooth gameplay. Deadzone perfectly toes the line between a well-calculated decision-making and then absolute luck. I never take Deadzone too seriously, and I see that as a total strength for the game. It's the game that got me to realize how fun gaming could actually be. I never have to look at the rulebook, I can teach gamers and non-gamers alike, and I never get tired of playing it. It probably helps that I've been playing for 10-ish years and have literally every faction, but I digress. I could go on and on about how much I love Deadzone, and I have. Shameless plug for How to Deadzone. Anyways. And that is why Deadzone is so awesome. Kings of War shines because it's the king of competition. Let me explain. The easy-to-learn, hard-to-master nature of Kings of War gameplay makes it so that you always want to get better at it, in every sense. Even more so than most games, Kings rewards you when you make smart decisions and punishes you when you make really dumb ones. Nothing is more satisfying than setting up a trap for your opponent to fall into, only so you get to roll a bucket of dice on their flank when you succeed in your master plan. But it's not just tactics and gameplay. Kings of War is all about the hobby, the spectacle, and creating the army of your dreams. The multi-basing dioramas in Kings of War is so unique, and when you see a stunningly, just jaw-droppingly cool army, it makes you want to step up your own game. I absolutely love the tournament scene. The community behind Kings is absolutely top-notch. Like, when you're all done at Adepticon and all the tournaments are over and everyone seems to go home, the Kings of War community is always still there, always having a good time, still laughing, still playing random other games, and just regaling each other with like awesome tales of their earlier games. It's just incredible. Kings of War certainly puts up a fight for my favorite Mantic game.
There is another.
And finally, our third contender, Firefight. What if you took the awesome world of Deadzone but scaled up the battles to include loads of miniatures, tanks, planes, and monsters? Well, what's not to love about Firefight? It's the game that I've always wanted to play, and it's like a perfect blend of Deadzone and Kings of War that makes for just some of the best elements of both and puts them into one wonderful package. The gameplay, just like the others, is intuitive, and it rewards for good decisions and tactics, but isn't bogged down, and I never have my nose in a rulebook. I've become addicted to making Firefight armies. In particular, mashup armies like the Northern Alliance GCPS, or my Marauders, which is a combination of Salamanders from Kings of War and Marauders, and or even my Abyssal Demon Veermen. Like, I know it's a step crazier than most, but just the scale of this game just is prime for perfect, like, awesome conversion, stories, and then it still has that massive spectacle. Most importantly, every single time I play Firefight, all I want to do is play more Firefight, or build more armies to play more Firefight. I'm sure if you asked me tomorrow, my opinion would probably shift around between one of these 3 games, but right now, if I had to pick one to claim the crown, I think it would have to be Firefight.
You didn't see that coming?
I know it's a dark horse here, but it just takes my favorite elements from Deadzone and Kings of War and mashes them into my ideal game. The only thing that would make it even cooler would be Nameless and Revs. And that, gathered friends, is my list for my 3 favorite games. But what about you? I'd love to hear your favorite game and the reasons for it in the comments down below. That's all I've got today, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and keep rolling 8s.